There's a man in your life. He is between 35 and 55 years old. He wakes up in the morning, makes his tea or his coffee, sits down in his chair, and opens Facebook. He reads the news on Facebook. He watches videos on Facebook. He checks what his cousin's neighbor's friend posted about the government at 11 o'clock at night. And if you ask him what he is doing, he will say, just checking something. He has been checking something for approximately 4 hours. You have tried to show him Instagram. He looked at it like you handed him a foreign language exam. You have tried to show him YouTube. He used it once by accident and ended up watching a Facebook video on YouTube because someone shared it there. His entire digital world, the entire internet, as far as he is concerned, is one blue and white app. Tonight we are going to explain why. Because this is not stubbornness. This is not laziness. This is actually one of the most psychologically fascinating behavioral patterns of the modern age. And the man with the phone and the reading glasses and the serious expression, he is doing something much more interesting than just scrolling. First, why Facebook and not anything else? This is the question everyone under 30 asks, and nobody over 40 has ever felt the need to answer. When Facebook launched between 2004 and 2008 and started reaching the mainstream, the people who adopted it early and built their entire digital identity on it were in their 20s and 30s. That generation is now in their 40s and 50s. And they did not switch platforms the way younger people did because, and this is the key psychological point, they never had a reason to. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman, who spent his career studying how humans make decisions, identified a concept he called the status quo bias. People do not switch from familiar systems to new ones based on logic. They switch based on necessity or social pressure. If there is no necessity and no social pressure, they stay exactly where they are, comfortably and completely. The 45-year-old on Facebook is not behind the times. He is exhibiting one of the most consistent human cognitive tendencies ever documented. He found a system that works. It contains his friends, his news, his relatives, his arguments about politics, his motivational Islamic quotes, and the phone numbers of people he met in 1998. He is not leaving. Why would he leave? Everything he needs is there. Also, and this matters, Facebook in 2024 and 2025 actively optimize for this demographic. The algorithm knows exactly who this man is. It knows he wants political news, family updates, religious content, and videos of things going wrong that he can forward to the family WhatsApp group. It serves all of this to him continuously, and he finds it deeply satisfying. This is not an accident. This is a platform that decided to be exactly what a 40-year-old man needs it to be, and succeeded completely. Now let us study the behavioral patterns of this specific species in its natural habitat. Because the Facebook middle-aged man does not stay in one place. He migrates. He starts in a bedroom. Morning. There. Phone. Facebook. News about something terrible that happened somewhere. He shakes his head seriously. He reads the comments. He also shakes his head at the comments. He moves to the hall. He sits in a good chair. He continues scrolling. Someone has shared a video of a politician saying something stupid. He watches it 3 times. He sends it to 6 people on WhatsApp. He moves to the balcony. Fresh air. He sits in a plastic chair. He puts his reading glasses on. He squints at a post about health. He reads it extremely carefully. The post says drinking warm water in the morning is good for the liver. He already knew this. He forwarded it to everyone anyway. He moves to the lawn if there is one. He sits outside. He holds the phone at arm's length because the sunlight is affecting the screen. He adjusts his glasses. He continues scrolling. He has now been on Facebook for 3 hours across 4 locations and has not once considered stopping. Psychologists who study what they call habitual behavior loops, automatic behavior sequences triggered by location and time cues rather than conscious decisions, would find this man absolutely textbook. Each location is a trigger. The trigger activates the routine. The routine provides a reward, information, connection, a sense of staying informed. The reward reinforces the loop. He is not choosing to scroll. He is completing a behavioral program that his brain has made completely automatic. Here is the part that younger family members find the most confusing. He always looks serious. It does not matter what he is watching. The expression is consistent. He is watching a funny video, serious face. He is looking at a photo of a baby, serious face. He is reading about a sale at a clothing store, extremely serious face. You would think from looking at him that he is reviewing national defense documents. This is not an accident, and it is not a personal quirk. It is a generational relationship with screens. Psychologist Jean Twenge, who has studied generational differences in technology use extensively, found that people who came to smartphones and social media after the age of 30 approached the technology with a fundamentally different posture than those who grew up with it. Younger users developed what she calls casual engagement. They scroll with their face relaxed because they have always scrolled. For them, the phone is background. For older adopters, the phone remains an event. Every time they pick it up, there's a slight sense of gravity, of paying attention to something important. The serious face is the face of a man who still believes that looking at a phone is an activity that deserves his full attention. He has not yet learned to be bored by it, which is in some ways admirable, and in most other ways, extremely funny to everyone watching him read a meme with the focus of a surgeon. There's also the glasses. The reading glasses that appear as the phone comes up. The glasses perched on the nose. The squinting if the glasses are not immediately available. The holding of the phone at multiple distances to find the correct focal length. This entire ritual, the glasses, the distance adjustments, the squinting, adds approximately 45 extra seconds to every post he reads. but he reads every one with complete commitment. Now here is where the psychology gets genuinely interesting, because the Facebook middle-aged man is not just wasting time. He is doing something specific. And if you map his scroll history, every single category of content he consumes maps directly to a fundamental psychological need. The news consumption gives him a sense of being informed, of being a responsible adult who knows what is happening in the world. Psychologist Abraham Maslow placed the need for cognitive understanding near the top of his famous hierarchy. Humans are driven to make sense of their world. Facebook news, whether accurate or not, satisfies this drive consistently and constantly. The family and relative photos give him connection and belonging. He is watching lives unfold without having to be present at them. He sees his nephew's graduation, his old colleague's new house, his cousin's daughter's wedding. He feels connected without having to attend anything or make any phone calls. Sociologist Sherry Tickle found that for older adults especially, passive social media consumption provides genuine feelings of social connection even without direct interaction. The political posts give him tribal validation. His view of the world is confirmed over and over. This is not stupidity. This is the algorithm doing what it is designed to do, and the human brain responding exactly as it is designed to respond. The religious and motivational content gives him values reinforcement. He is reminded of what he believes. He is reassured that others share those beliefs. He forwards it to others to participate in the sharing of those values. Put this all together, and you have a 45-year-old man sitting in a plastic chair on his balcony at 9 in the evening and getting his cognitive engagement, his social belonging, his tribal validation, his values confirmation, and his sense of being a well-informed member of society, all from one app. Simultaneously, for free. The fact that it looks like just scrolling is the most impressive part. Now here is the twist, and it is going to be slightly uncomfortable for everyone under 35 who has been nodding along smugly. The middle-aged Facebook user is being mocked by people who spend 8 hours a day on TikTok watching 15-second videos of strangers doing dances. He is being called out of touch by people who have not read a complete sentence since 2019. He is considered behind the times by an audience whose entire information diet consists of content specifically designed to require zero attention span. Research psychologist Gloria Mark at the University of California found that the average attention span for digital media among young adults has dropped to approximately 47 seconds. 47 seconds before they move to the next thing. The Facebook man? He reads the comments. All of them. He reads the article the post is linking to. He thinks about it. He forms an opinion. He argues about it in the comments with a conviction that suggests he has been preparing for this debate for years, because in some ways, he has. He is not distracted. He is not fragmented. He is consuming one platform with complete focused attention for hours at a time. By the metrics of sustained engagement, he is doing better than most of us. He just happens to be doing it on a platform that has the visual design of 2009 and an algorithm that wants him to be slightly outraged about something at all times. Which, honestly, sounds familiar to everyone. The only real difference between him and the rest of us is that he knows exactly which app he is addicted to. He has accepted it. He has committed to it. He has made it part of his daily routine with the dedication of someone who takes their vitamins. There's something almost admirable about that. Almost. So the next time you walk past the man in the plastic chair on the balcony, glasses on, phone held at arm's length, face completely serious while reading something that may or may not be accurate about the price of onions, understand what is actually happening. He is fulfilling his cognitive needs. He is maintaining his social connections. He is confirming his identity. He is participating in his community. He is doing all of this from one chair, with one app, for no cost, with total commitment. He is just doing it on Facebook, which, when you think about it, he discovered first. He was there before the algorithm was this good. He was there before the news feed existed. He put his real name and his actual face on the internet in an era when most people were still anonymous online. He trusted the platform. The platform repaid him by becoming exactly what he needed. Share this with the man in your life who fits this description. He will watch it with great seriousness. He will nod at parts, and then he will share it on Facebook, which is the greatest possible compliment.